Hello and welcome to the Intel Brief. Today is Saturday, 16 August. I'm your host Daniel, and today we're going to talk about Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin's meeting in Alaska. So let's get into it. Yesterday on August 15th, Trump and Putin met for nearly 3 hours at Joint Base Emeraldorf-Richardson in Anchorage, Alaska, in what was billed to be a high-stakes attempt to advance peace talks in Ukraine. The summit carried heavy symbolism. Putin was welcomed onto US soil with a red carpet reception and military flyover, despite being wanted by the International Criminal Court. Both leaders spoke briefly afterwards under a Pursuing Peace banner, stressing that progress was made but declined to take any questions or offer specifics, leaving observers uncertain about any tangible breakthroughs. Substantively, the discussions appeared to have touched on potential ceasefire terms involving territorial arrangements and security guarantees for Ukraine, though no draft or joint communique were released. Trump said there were many points agreed, but that no deal until there's no deal until there's a deal, and urged President Zelensky to make a deal. He also proposed a future trilateral meeting with Kiev, though Putin did not commit publicly. Importantly, Trump postponed the harsher measures he had threatened against Russia should no ceasefire emerge, signaling that the White House is still holding back additional pressure. The meeting produced no immediate results, no ceasefires, no prisoner exchanges, no humanitarian corridors, and no timetable for next steps. Meanwhile, the war continued on the ground, with reports of strikes in Ukraine only moments after the meeting ended. Optically, however, Putin appeared to have gained significantly, appearing as an equal partner in front of the US and global cameras, securing a public invitation for a next time to Moscow, and facing no new costs from Washington. So what? In my opinion, Putin achieved his goals here. He has delayed any US response for not moving forward in the peace agreements, and he appears to be a strong man in front of his people. He also got to travel to the US while wanted by the ICC, and to his hardline supporters, he stepped foot in Alaska, which, as I spoke yesterday, lots of hardline Russians still want Alaska returned to Russia, and they see it as still part of their homeland. It just all seems to be further delay and deceive tactics by Putin, and Trump seems to have lapped it up, as was kind of expected. Nothing's changed. Putin hasn't done anything here. He's still the aggressor. He's still pushing forward. He's still the one who can end this conflict as soon as he wants. And yeah, nothing changed. He appears to have, even as was kind of worried, to have got some Russian talking points back into Trump's mouth, with Trump now putting the pressure on Zelensky to make a deal, even though Zelensky is the leader of the country that's been invaded by Russia. I do agree that there needs to be some deal achieved here, but Putin is the one in control of who can make the deal. Putin's the aggressor. He's the one who should be pressured to make the deal, not Zelensky. It's just ridiculous and sets a very poor standard for the international community, really. I don't know what I hoped to see come out of this meeting. It's kind of exactly what I thought would happen. Possibly not as bad as I thought it could go. I was quite worried that Trump would come out with some pretty hardline Russian talking points at the end. But outside of that, it doesn't seem to have achieved anything. It's a propaganda win for Russia and Putin, and with no real goals achieved. So yeah, we'll have to see what Trump says over the coming days, which will give more indication of what was actually discussed and what was agreed in principle. But yeah, I don't really see this changing much. I just see this as Putin achieving his goals of delaying any peace talks further. So, yeah, a bit disappointing, but that is life. Anyway, thank you for listening to the Intel Brief. I'll see you again on Monday. See you.